Alright, so I have here my trail, and we're looking at this shift lever here, and I straightened this out. You saw in the previous video, I just went on a really quick ride, like a couple miles, to see how it feels. Here I have my my new riding boots on, and they felt really good. You notice here, see where the peg is right there at the edge of my, right there at the edge of the shoe. You see back here, you can see it's like it barely touches the heel over here, and on this side it barely touches. So it's a good spot, and that's right in the instep right there, right in the middle of of your foot. If I'm on the balls of my feet, I'd be over here, and obviously it clears there. And this side obviously is going to be like that. So if I'm there, it's gonna touch here a little bit. But as I was riding around, and usually, in a relaxed position, I'm not at the balls of my feet, so I'm usually right at the instep, right in the middle over there. So it clears the heel back here. At the same time, it also clears the actual bar that I'm stepping on right now. It actually clears that too. So it's pretty good right there. So let's go back to leaving this right here at the instep again. Right there at the instep again. And here you see the relation of the toe shifter to my toe of the shoe, right? So let's look at that. Let's look at a normal bike. Over here I have my CB300. Let me jump on this one real quick. Okay. So here I'm gonna leave the same thing. Well, actually this peg here is actually smaller. It's a sports bike peg, so it's gonna be smaller. But I'm gonna leave it right there at my instep. Right? See that right there? Right there at the instep in the middle. So that's actually in a little bit too much, and it go out a little bit. Oh, about right there. So I'm just barely past that instep right there. I'm like literally just maybe, I don't know, 5-10 millimeters past the peg. But I'm still at the instep. And look at my toes over here. So I have plenty of space there, right? Plenty of space, and look at the relation of that. That's basically the same. This one's actually in a little bit closer to the. I have more side to side space here than the trail. But as far as front and back, fore and aft, it's about the same relationship. So again, it's at the middle of my my foot. So obviously, if I go to the balls of my foot, there I am, plenty of space at the balls of my feet. Right there, right? So basically now the trail has the same, pretty much the same shifter position as the regular, pretty much the regular bike. So here I am again at the balls of my foot. So there it is, plenty of space at the instep, right in the middle, right there or so. So plenty of space on both sides. Okay. So what I want to try to do, I'm not sure how well it would work, is I'm going to try to rotate the shifter one teeth that way. So that way this right here will be higher up. And see where it is right here. It's probably going to be, let's see, it's probably going to be about right there, I think. So it's going to probably go up maybe, I'll probably say not quite an inch, probably maybe 3/4 of an inch. At least half an inch is going to move up, if not 3/4 of an inch. I think less than an inch. And obviously this one's going to drop down even lower. So right now the way it is, from the peg to the shifter right here, it's almost flat with each other. The shifter is actually just putting my hand right here. It feels about flat with each other. It feels level with each other. Whereas on the CB, it's not. On the CB, on this, more like a sports bike, here, it's definitely underneath. So it's, I'm easily probably an inch. If I was to level out, I'm an inch above. So what I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna rotate this thing one teeth that way, and give it that same one, you know, that 1 inch clearance right here, and see how it feels, and see how it feels against my heel here as well. All right, so I just got back from a quick ride with the shifter rotated, and I don't like it. Now that I, you know, because I modified the shift lever here, now it's all straightened out, and this one too is straightened out more. I don't like this when it's like this right here. Now it feels like I have to reach for here, and it feels like a sports bike riding position. You know, if I was in a sports bike riding position where my body was leaning more forward, I wouldn't feel like I had to reach. But with sitting upright, I felt like I had to reach, or I had to like move my leg to be able to reach, with it being so low. And on this side, this right here, the heel part is definitely hitting, you know, the back of my heel, and the bottom of my heel is like, it's like, you know, because I want to put my foot, you know, back of my heel right here in this position right here, and it's like pushing down on here, so I don't like that. So I'm gonna adjust it back to stock position, so that way I could kind of leave my foot here without touching, or, you know, without actually pushing down on this bar and hitting here. So yeah, so that didn't work out very well. Let me show you what that looks like. So if I'm like, you know, running all sporty or whatever with my balls on my foot, you know, the balls of my foot on the peg, the heel part's hitting right there, and when I'm more relaxed and just cruising, my foot is more like this, right? Where my instep, it's like the peg is right at where the instep is, the middle of the foot, and it clears the back heel pad, right? It clears that, but actually my heel right here is hitting the bar right there, right? So it's like it's resting on that bar, so it doesn't work very well. So yeah, that's not gonna work for me. If I hadn't modified the lever here, if I hadn't straightened it out, I think rotating it would work okay. But since I actually, you know, straightened this out, leaving it in the stock position, I think it feels better. It feels better for me anyways, for my feet and my riding style. So yeah, so I'm gonna put it back to the stock. I'm gonna rotate it back. Now, if they had something, maybe something like in between these two splines, like somewhere in between, it might be okay. That might be better. But then I'm gonna put it back to stock position. So yeah. All right. So that's how that works.